Fursuiting at a local fair. This has been something I had on my bucket list for quite some time, and now finally, thanks to amazing friends, I was able to do it. Calypso, Quest the Fox and I went partial fursuiting at our local fair, and I want to take you with me on this adventure. This has only been made possible thanks to the amazing ShuShu and my lovely boyfriend Snoops, who were our spotters and cameramen. Thank you so much both of you for your time, effort and help. It was our first time fursuiting at such a crowded place, with so many different attractions at once. Needless to say that we were kind of nervous and didn't actually know what to expect. Would people like it? Would they harass us? You never know. Additionally, it was basically Quest's very first time shooting publicly, outside of conventions. And basically Calypso's and my first time doing it at such a place like this. So of course it was a challenge to tackle. However, I must say that both Quest and Calypso really nailed it and did wonderfully. And luckily everything worked out well and there were no problems whatsoever. I can tell you, it was a gorgeous experience. So many people, young and old, and especially children, looked at us and really enjoyed what we were doing. Making them smile was all we hoped and intended to do. It was great as we could make many people's days, especially parents with their children, or maybe even the elderly people that were there with their grandchildren. It was just as magical for both of them. And even teenagers asked us for selfies and videos. It was just amazing and so much fun. We really didn't expect it to go that well. People were just so sweet to us and even gave us compliments for our bravery and that we are doing such a thing in the first place. It is probably not much, but this is our small way of spreading positivity and joy. Sometimes this little action, or maybe even a hug or high five, can make someone's day just a little better. But let's not forget about our own fun as well. So we definitely wanted to ride some carousels. I absolutely enjoyed going for some cool rides with my amazing friend Quest. She's just so lovely and we had to laugh a lot that day. Often because of other people's comments as well, but mainly because of doing these activities in fursuit. And that once again shows how amazing the quality of our suits is. So big respect to our makers. All fursuit parts like our ears and hair were secured. Nothing fell off or broke. Top-notch work, I would say. Everything was safe. Given the fact that this ride is not the most exciting one, it's one of my favorites still. It might be simple, yet I'm always having a good time. And the music they were playing definitely were bangers. Just some cool vibes on a sweet ride while wearing a big fluffy animal costume. It's definitely a different way of experiencing these attractions. But I would gladly do it again someday. After all, it gave us a story to tell and some cool footage to show. Seeing our hair flowing in the wind and my ears flopping around as we go is just so funny to me. Yet slowly and surely this ride also came to an end. And it was just super funny being pushed outwards while also being cuddling against Quest the entire time. No, seriously, I enjoyed it. Thanks for holding on, dear. Once we were out of the carousel, we were super happy and proud of us for doing this. And we knew more was yet to come. Next stop was one of my favorite games to play, and I'm glad that Quest joined me on this one as well. It's a horse racing game that is purely based on your skill. No random luck or cheats involved. However, with the limited vision that we had and our puffy paws, of course, it was a little more challenging, so we sadly didn't win, yet still had a good time. Speaking of good time, I truly enjoyed the music at the fair. I couldn't stop dancing along sometimes. I want to just express my gratitude at this point for my amazing friends that accept and tolerate me the way I am. And that also didn't judge me for trying another claw machine again. I know these things are rigged, but I gotta be lucky someday, right? I just wanted to try it one more time today. Just one. So here we go. Oh no, not again. I guess that's how it is. I wouldn't mind trying it again, but I know I shouldn't. Thank you so much for comforting me, all of you guys. Guess no luck for me today. But I'm lucky to have these people in my life, and I know I can score somewhere else. While the claw machine might not be my friend, I definitely wasn't doing too bad when playing basketball and hitting some hoops. It was great fun doing this together with ShuShu and with Calypso. And I honestly was super surprised on how good I was doing, given the fact that I'm fursuiting. Of course, it's not a record or anything, but it's definitely not too bad. I was expecting worse. What do you say? That surely was a good time. I enjoyed it a lot. But now it's time for yet another small carousel ride. This time most certainly much slower than the first one. I admit it looked more fun from the outside, going up and down while it's going around, but then again it still was a good time together with Quest. It gave us a good time to talk and just enjoy a calmer moment on the fair. What was funny was the fact that we first didn't figure out on how we could make our pirate ship go up. And secondly, we had children sitting behind us that constantly said hello to us, so we tried to wave to them when we were leaning backwards. Personally, I think a fair looks the most beautiful when the sun is slowly going down and all the lights of the fair are brightening up the evening. It was a wonderful view from up there, seeing the fair and all the shining lights. All the colors, all the smiling people, the funny music, all of it gave off a really, really good vibe, and I truly enjoyed the time. So after this relatively calm ride, we gave us a good hug and then went on to the highlight of the evening. Not gonna lie, I was a little scared of that. But I'm gonna do it if my friends are gonna do it, so I know it will be fine and lots of fun anyways. Speaking of the attraction called breakdance. Oh boy, I gotta be honest with you, I'm not scared or anything, and I know it's actually great fun and I enjoy it most of the time, but I do know that afterwards I do need a break, and I do need some rest. I know it's been something that Calypso, Quest and ShuShu have been looking forward to all day. And if I'm being honest, me too, in a way. But will these three really enjoy the thrill of this attraction? I'm a bit more shy when it comes to rides like this. Though I must admit it did not disappoint, and I have the biggest respect for people who do that multiple times in a row. I'm so glad that everyone enjoyed themselves, because that is most important to me. Thank you so much Calypso, ShuShu and Quest for encouraging me to also join you on this ride. I swear I will never forget it, and it was yet again so different compared to usual when you're not wearing a fursuit. It's impressive how much of a difference it makes. But what's even more impressive is the entirety of this day. No kidding, I really wanted to do this for such a long time already, and I couldn't be more grateful that I got to do this with such important people in my life. Thanks to all of you again for this incredible day. I love you all lots. I hope you had as much fun as I did, and I hope everyone enjoyed watching the video. Have a great day!